Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well. I felt inspired today to do an angel messages reading. It's my very first one on YouTube, so I hope you'll enjoy it. Here are our 3 piles for today. Take your time choosing your pile and trust the pile that your intuition guides you to is the right one for you. Each pile today is marked with a crystal, and I felt guided to use Malachite, Angelite and Sodalite as the crystals for the piles. These crystals are here to help you choose and to lend their energy to the readings. These are general readings, so even if the reading doesn't resonate for you, it's my intention that if you're guided to a pile, you will find something there that is useful to you. That might be an insight, a piece of wisdom, or the opportunity to see something from a new perspective. If you feel guided to more than one pile, there may be messages for you in more than one pile. I will go through the readings in order so you can watch the whole video, or if you just want to watch the reading for a particular pile, you can jump straight to it. There will be timestamps for each reading in the description box. The decks that I've used in this video will be listed on a slide at the end of the video. And that's it. I'll see you at your reading. Hi Pile 1, you chose the pile marked with the Malachite crystal. This is your angel message reading, and it looks like a beauty. If you were drawn to pile 2 as well, I think you should check that one out as well, because there are some similarities in the cards that appeared here and there. Anyway, your tarot card today is the Ace of Cups, which is of course a really positive card, because it represents your cup being filled with love and joy. The caption on this card is falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth or enhanced intuition, a new home. Now, these messages don't have to be taken literally. It may be just one thing mentioned there that seems relevant to you. And for example, a new home might not actually mean a new physical home. It might just mean things changing in your home. Irrespective of the specifics, this message is about positive changes in your life, and that is just wonderful. The first oracle card we've got here is called Ascension, and it's a number 7 card. 7 is a very spiritual number, and everything about this image is reflecting that. We see a person who is about to walk through a portal that leads directly to enlightenment. I love that the portal is in a tree, which means they will still be very grounded. And I also love that the branches of the tree are shown as hands in a gesture of worship. This portal has opened up for this person because of their devotion to spirit. I think that Ace of Cups message is becoming a lot more clear now. This is a new home for this person because they are reaching this place at a spiritual level. And we did have the message of enhanced intuition and spiritual growth as well. If this is your reading, you have been on the ascension path for quite some time, and now you're on the verge of up-leveling in a big way. You're going to find yourself feeling a greater sense of lightness and peace because of the place you've reached spiritually, and it is going to increase your intuition in a big way. I also feel that this will mean an increase in your sensitivity generally to the energies around you, or that there might be information that starts arriving in the form of unexpected downloads. You may already have some awareness of what your stronger psychic senses are, but an increased sensitivity might mean those psychic senses grow stronger, or it might mean that you notice new psychic abilities becoming apparent to you. I don't feel like it's anything to fear. This is all happening at exactly the right time for you, and that's because you've reached this point in your ascension. In the image, I see the person looking straight ahead and looking like they're striding confidently toward that light in front of them. They know it's where they belong, so they have no fear. I also just noticed that the trunk of the tree appears to wrap itself around the person, and it feels like it's an embrace to show them that they are being welcomed in. I think any increase in intuition or psychic ability is also going to seem like a natural fit for you rather than feeling confronting. And that's because you've done the work to be a strong enough vessel to hold it. And that's interesting that those words came out because the Ace of Cups is about a vessel being filled. It's not an idea I've considered before, but that's giving me the understanding that maybe there are a lot of times when people want their cup filled in lots of ways, but they're not actually a strong enough or a solid enough vessel to hold those blessings. And I guess that's probably why things happen in divine timing rather than just when we want them. That part, though, is not about you because you're definitely a vessel that can hold the blessings that are coming to you. And wow, how perfect is the second oracle card for this reading. We have the number 88 card with the affirmation, I am wealthy. 8 is a number that relates to abundance, blessings, justice, and the infinity symbol. These blessings are what you deserve. The message on this card reads, you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. So this card is talking about financial wealth, so perhaps there will actually be a new home in the physical realm as well. But I also saw that the card specifically referenced a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. So this is definitely not just about material wealth. You're going to feel loved, supported, and blessed in ways that have nothing to do with money. I think you will find you are able to attract in all that you need, even if they aren't tangible things at all. This might just start to feel like your luck has changed and things start working in your favor in everyday life. Or that you might just not be getting hit with the same challenges that other people might be experiencing. Or perhaps you'll find that your health starts improving, or you'll start meeting and connecting with really lovely people. My point is that the blessings that are indicated here are not just about material gain. You are just headed for a time of prosperity in all respects. Wow, that was such an amazing reading, Pile 1. I was feeling so uplifted just channeling and writing it. I truly hope all the other piles are just as wonderful. Thank you, angels. I will start on the Pile 2 reading next, but if you're leaving this video here and you liked the reading or found it helpful, please give the video a like or leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to know if any of you are feeling this amazing shift happening in your life. All right, I'm off to do the next reading. As I said earlier, if you were drawn to that reading at all, you might just want to stay watching just a bit longer. You will notice immediately why these two readings seem like they're connected. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the pile marked with the Angelite crystal, and this is your angel message. I know I have some people that might have come here from Pile 1, but if you chose this pile, I would like to suggest that you might be wanting to check out the Pile 1 reading if you were at all drawn to it. The number 8 appears prominently in both piles. Pile 1 had 2 number 8s with the affirmation, I am wealthy. And you have in your spread a total of 4 number 8s with the affirmation, I'm abundant. I was pretty stunned when I saw the 2 piles, but maybe there is a lot of abundance that is coming for some people in the collective. In fact, if this applies to 2 out of my 3 piles, I guess it applies to 2/3 of the people that have decided to watch this video. I know this won't be exactly the same reading, so I'll make a start with the channeling and see where this goes. Obviously, the number 8 is significant, and it's a wonderful number because it does relate to abundance, prosperity, justice, and the infinity symbol. To have 4 number 8s in a 3-card spread is mind-blowing to me, but I guess this energy of abundance is especially strong for you. Your first tarot card is the 8 of Wands, and this is a card that indicates fast change or rapid progress. If we're talking about abundance, it is looking like it might be an unexpected and torrential downpour, to use a rain analogy. Your circumstances are going to change much faster than you realized, and in a substantial way. The caption on the tarot card is, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Wow. I'm drawn to the words delays are over, because that's telling me that for whatever reason you've been held back from receiving this abundance. I feel like the reason that you're getting this torrential abundance is because it's been banking up in the spirit world. As I said before, justice is an energy related to the number 8, so I'm thinking based on that you've been doing a lot of good things to help others. And perhaps you've been doing it for free or without any expectation that it is reciprocated. Well, the universe is all about fairness, so whether you expect it to be repaid or not, there has been a massive accumulation of goodwill that has been building and building. And I'm actually picturing it like a lot of thank you letters and parcels and gifts that are addressed to you. But for some reason, the deliveries couldn't be made until now. And if we stick with that metaphor, one day you'll come back home to find a lot of stuff has been delivered that you weren't expecting. And it just keeps coming. I feel like this is really going to blow your mind when you experience it. The first oracle card here is application. The person on this image is part of a tree that is growing from a book. I feel like this is suggesting that this is the tree of wisdom. And if this is you, then you are part of this tree and this wisdom is flowing through you. I feel like you have access to a lot of wisdom and you have lovingly shared this wisdom with others at every opportunity. I feel like there are things here that you could easily have kept to yourself and used for personal gain, but you've never done that. This is knowledge that could have given you an advantage over others. This is information that you could have used to earn money, or information that you could have offered to people as a professional service that made you money. But the impression I'm getting is that you have never wanted to profit from the wisdom that you have access to. To you, it just felt like a gift from God, and you felt blessed to have it, and you wanted to help others benefit from the wisdom and the knowledge that you had in the same way that you were. That is so lovely, and I think it is exactly why you've accumulated that huge pile of goodwill. Every time you helped someone, they were grateful, and even if they weren't able to repay you at all, in their hearts they were blessing you, and those blessings have just kept piling up. As for the reason why there's been a delay in receiving your blessings, I'm going to say that it's probably because you've always been an overgiver, someone who finds it easy to give, but who isn't very good at receiving. I think it's your own blocks to receiving that have prevented you from receiving. I'm going to say there's probably an issue, or has been an issue, with your sense of self-worth, and it has made you feel like you didn't deserve the big prizes or rewards or recognition that other people get, when in fact there was never any reason for you to feel that way. I think part of your spiritual journey has been about learning to love yourself and appreciate your own worth. It sounds like you might be getting there now, and you're starting to see yourself as someone who is worthy of success and abundance. And now, all of those blessings that you've amassed can actually be delivered to you, because you will receive them graciously. That is so fantastic, pile 2. Now I just have to cover the last message from the angel number card. That message reads, as you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. Oh, wow. That definitely sounds like the angels want to give you the key to helping you attract your blessings in faster. You have done so well to become someone who sees yourself as worthy. But now, to welcome those blessings in, you need to start appreciating every blessing. Be grateful for everything wonderful that is in your life right now, and be grateful for everything that is being done for you or offered to you by anyone. These are all blessings, and by honoring them and welcoming them with grace and gratitude, you prove to the universe that you are truly receptive to all blessings. I love that so much. I also just saw that the application card is a number 19 card, and that is the number of the Sun card in Tarot. That is the most positive, joyful card of the major arcana, and I love that that energy is here for you too. That's your reading, pile 2. As I said before, you may want to go back and check out pile 1's reading if that is something that you feel drawn to. If you're leaving the video here though, please give the video a like or leave a comment in the comment section. I always like to hear if a reading resonates with someone. It really is the best kind of feedback for this kind of work. Anyway, the pile 3 reading is next. I have loved these first 2 readings, so I'm hoping that the next one is just as great. Hi pile 3, you chose the pile marked with the Sodalite crystal. These are the cards for your angel message. We're starting with the Judgment card, which in this deck is titled Renewal, and it's associated with the Archangel Jeremiel. I have to admit that I'm not familiar with Archangel Jeremiel, but I will definitely try and find out some more information about him, and I will be sharing that information with you. The title Renewal is also one I would associate with the Death card in Tarot, because that card is about rebirth and transformation. I suppose the reason they connect is because the Death card and the Judgment card are both associated with Pluto. Now I'm feeling that is significant for that to come up, and so while this is intended to be a timeless reading, I am just going to say that at the time of uploading this video, Pluto is at 1 degree of Aquarius in retrograde. And as part of this retrograde, it is going to enter the sign of Capricorn one last time, and just to the final degree of Capricorn. It will do that towards the end of this year. Now Pluto has a very long transit. We're talking about 250 years. So we are definitely not going to see Pluto in Capricorn again after this year. And in fact, because it's so slow moving, this planet Pluto, it might actually for some of us be the only time that Pluto is in an Earth sign in our lifetime. That made me curious, so I did go do a bit of research. Pluto was last in Virgo in 1956, and it stayed there till 1971. So that was before my time. And then in 2008, it got to Capricorn. But the next Earth sign is Taurus. It will probably be about another 60 plus years before Pluto reaches Taurus. So for me, I think I'm going to miss that one as well. So for me, Pluto in Capricorn is the only time it's going to be in an Earth sign in my life. Anyway, I see the Earth signs as the ones that relate to the material realm. So I think if Pluto is transforming something about our material existence, then this is the year when those things are going to reach a point of closure or completion. Because when you think about it, Pluto has new territory to cover once it enters Aquarius. Once Pluto re-enters Aquarius, it's going to spend a couple of decades in that sign, and I'm sure there will be plenty of transformation that will accompany that placement. But it's going to relate to other things, Aquarius themes like science and technology, communication, aviation, communities, and initiatives that are for the betterment of the world. That will be an incredible thing to see unfold as well. But the main thing I wanted to say here is that Pluto in Capricorn is something that might be related to this Judgment card energy that has shown up for you. The Judgment card is a spiritual awakening card. It is a call to start to live life authentically in a way that honors your soul's true identity and purpose. It's a lovely card, but it's also the penultimate card in the major arcana. So that means it's the last stage of the journey for the Fool before his journey is complete. The World card is the card that represents the end of the Fool's journey. So having this Judgment card here tells me that you are almost there. And it's time now for you to be who you really are and to live life in the way that you want to live it. This is the end of you trying to be someone else or something else. I'm not sure if these readings have any connection at all, but it is interesting to me that the Pile 2 reading had a number 19 card, and that brought to mind the Sun card in the Major Arcana. So that is the card that precedes the Judgment card. So in sequence of readings, we've had 19 and 20. Well, anyway, the message on this tarot card reads, review and evaluate, a favourable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. So yes, that's pretty clear. It is telling you that it is time to move in a new direction. The first oracle card here is titled Angel Whispers, and in the image we see an angel whispering into a girl's ear. I think this means that your angels are also whispering to you. But the thing that stands out about the scene in the card is that this girl is relaxing out in nature, away from all the distractions that are a part of our modern lives. And I think that that's meaning or telling us that you will only hear these messages if you can find somewhere where you can sit quietly and feel grounded and at peace. that's when these messages will come through to you clearly. The final oracle card is 1111, which is such an auspicious number to have here in this reading. The number 1111 is a number synchronicity that relates to spiritual awakening and ascension. The affirmation on the card is I am awakening, and the message reads, the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you wake you up to who you truly are. I'm truly gobsmacked at how well all of these messages have just fit together so well. And that has actually happened in every single spread today. So yes, you are being guided and helped in this transition that is meant to happen in your journey. And you're just being asked to allow yourself to be guided towards the life that represents the truth of who you are. Trust that everything will work out perfectly, even if you're not quite seeing how that will happen at the present time. As promised, I did look up Archangel Jeremiel. I actually just felt guided to look at a couple of other angel oracle decks that I own. I'm actually thinking about how much I've loved doing this particular bigger pile reading, so maybe my angel decks will be showing up a bit more often on this channel. But anyway, you're the special pile today that is going to get a few extra cards, and they will follow on the next slide. Right, so this was the first card deck I was guided to because I knew that each angel had a card. So I will just read out the information on this card. This is a number 29 card, so that might be a number that may be indicative of Archangel Jeremiel's presence when you do see it. The symbols on this card, underneath the number 29, relate to Scorpio and a dwarf planet known as Quail. Now that is a dwarf planet that is apparently part of the Kuiper belt, which is beyond Neptune at the edge of our solar system. Now, that's another thing I don't know much about, but maybe over the course of doing these YouTube videos, I will be learning more and more things. Anyway, back to Archangel Jeremiel. He is described here as the angel of symbols and dreams, and the key terms on this card are life lessons, emotional connection, visions, claircognizance, and speaks through signs. I guess there are some strong clues there as to how the messages might reach you. Signs, symbols, dreams, visions, and claircognizance, which is just an inner knowing of the truth. Archangel Jeremiel's message on this card is, when you feel stuck and need guidance, ask me for dreams to give you clarity on what course of action to take. And Jeremiel is also connected to amethyst, and that's making me think of all those purple flowers on the first oracle card that you had. Now this card also has a timing associated with it, and that is 1 month. So whenever you're watching this video, something significant is about a month away. Now that's reminding me of how the Judgment card is the last stage before the World card. I guess this is another indication that some kind of completion is coming up for you, and it's really not that far away. Now, I was originally only going to find Jeremiel in this deck, but then I wondered if he was one of the archangels in the Archangel Oracle deck. I normally am quite deliberate about choosing cards from decks that are by different creators because I only ever pull a few cards, and I don't want one creator's work to be dominating the energies that I'm reading. So the Archangel Oracle is surprising that I felt guided to it, because the Archangel Oracle is by Doreen Virtue, who is actually the creator of the tarot deck that I've used today. And that's why I wasn't really going to use that deck for this video at all. But I feel like Archangel Jeremiel led me to that deck for you. In that deck, I found 3 cards that related to Archangel Jeremiel. So I will share those cards with you on the next slide. And I guess we can just take them as 3 extra messages that are meant to complete your reading. All right, here we are with Archangel Jeremiel's messages. I don't actually think I got these down in the best order, but I'll just read them out in the order they're shown here, because this is actually the order I found them in when I was looking through the Oracle deck. The first card is titled Overcoming Difficulties, and the message is, the worst is behind you now, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. That is reminding me of how the Fool's journey has been an arduous one, and the Judgment card means it's nearly over. The worst is indeed behind you, and while there might be a little anxiety around the choices you're making in relation to the future right now, this stage is really not a big challenge in comparison to what you've faced and overcome in the past. The second card here is All is Well, and it reads, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. That's reminding me a bit of the 1111 angel number card in your spread, because that suggested that the universe is arranging people and experiences to appear on your path in order to help you succeed. That's just lovely. And the last card here is titled Life Review, which sounds like the message you got on the Judgment card. It reads, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yeah, so that sounds like it's about making choices that are the ones that will help you reach the point of completion, which is what the World card represents. That, as I said, is the card after the Judgment card. So if there is something in your life that is out of balance, you need to find out what that's about and work on clearing whatever is behind it. The World card, after all, is about someone who is very balanced and very stable in their energies. So between this Judgment card energy, which is your current energy, and the World card energy, which is what is up ahead for you, there is a need for you to work on those unbalanced areas and bring them into balance. You are so close, and I'm truly feeling like this is just about looking over your life's journey so far, the Fool's journey, and making sure that every challenge you have faced has taught you exactly what it was supposed to teach you. This is about reviewing those life lessons and making sure that you've integrated them all into the way that you live your life. I guess a good metaphor for this is like making sure you've covered all the content that you need to for your final assessment before you graduate, and that you've understood all of the content. And it's important because everything you learned in the course is going to be required in your future. Now, what comes after the World card is a new beginning. It's a chance to live the rest of your life in an awakened, conscious way, based on the wisdom and experience that you gained through all of those challenging experiences you had to face in the past. And this is just showing us exactly how significant this particular stage of your journey is. I think that it's important to honor this stage by giving it the focused attention that it is wanting from you. Pile 3, that is the end of your reading, and it really was another great reading. As the 1111 card indicated, you are awakening, and that is so fantastic. You're going to enjoy the future and be amazed at how different it is to the past. All the very best. Right, so this slide indicates that we are at the end of the video. And wow, I have absolutely loved doing all of the readings that were in this video. And I think I'm definitely feeling like I will have to do more angel message readings in the future. Anyway, as promised, this slide has all the decks on it that appeared in this video for the people who are interested in that. The tarot deck I used was the Angel Tarot cards. The 2 Oracle decks that appeared in all piles were the Oracle of the Angels and the Angel Number Messages decks. Now pile 3 also had some extra cards which came from the Intuit Angel Oracle and the Archangel Oracle. And finally, I would like to thank you for supporting my work by watching this video. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please show your support also by hitting the like button or by making a comment. Please share this video if you think it might be interesting to others. If you would like to see more of my work, you can be notified of future uploads if you subscribe to the channel. If you would like to support me on Facebook, There's a little thumbnail image of my Facebook blog page on this slide. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again in a future video.